Later tonight, Pike captures a German prisoner in Dad's army. But first, we have the Thamesmen.
Ha ha! Sorry, you took me by surprise.
Really?
Yeah.
After all these years?
I wasn't watching the countdown. It's like, oh, crap, we're on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex, and I am in Colorado.
I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles. And how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm out, you know.
We were just talking about like Christmas and what we got for Christmas presents. Actually, I wanted to share something with you because do you remember my favourite film of all time, With Nail and I?
Yes.
I don't know. So it's like for those who don't know, it was a film 80s, and we're going to do an 80s track in a minute. So I thought was an appropriate moment to bring this up. And it was one of the best films as far as I was written. The dialogue was so good. Anyway, one of my Christmas presents for my sister actually was this, which is With Nail and I, from cult to classic.
What is it?
A whole book. It's a book on the whole of like the making of With Nail and I and everything, with interviews with all the people and the things. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up was because the foreword is written by Bruce Robinson, who was the guy who wrote With Nail and I, and also he made the film, he directed it and things like that. And he wrote the foreword to it. And often forwards to books are like, I've just opened up the book and I read the foreword. And you know when you see great writing, you're like, yeah, I want to read more of this. So I'm just going to read you a section from the foreword to this book, if that's okay, because it is.
Welcome to Chakanori, everyone. George is going to read us a story.
Oh, are we sitting comfortably?
Yes.
And so it says it's beautiful. Like, this is the guy, Bruce Robinson, and his forward, and it's like typed message. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's just said, it says just the last two paragraphs. When Uncle Monty said, "Shat on by Tories," I never imagined such a line would become a literal reality. I could never imagine With Nails, free to those that can afford it, very expensive to those who can't, would ever actually apply to this lamentable island of ours. I have of late, wrote the boss, lost all my mirth, and that's how I feel about his sceptre dial and its imminent karaoke Thatcher. What has happened to our country? Where is England gone? How have we allowed a coterie of voracious non-entities to turn it into a milk cow in the sea? And that's just like... Yeah, the writing style is like it's Hunter S. Thompson-esque, and
Well, that is the film. It is the dialogue. It's the story is quite simple, but the dialogue and you can dine off the quotes for 10 years running. I mean, even today, it's just like, what do you do now? Making time. Or it's like, grab him by the ring. It's just like they're endless.
Yeah, exactly. An expert in bulls, you certainly are not. And
Monty.
Here, Ponce.
Boys. Oh, no. You see? Get us going. We'll just be quoting. It is in the lexicon of the English dialect now that it's so well written.
Yeah, it is absolutely sublime. So if any of you have never seen With Nell and I, it is so worth it. It is just absolutely fantastic film. But
talking from one absolutely well-written cultural moment to Iron Maiden.
Well, there you go, 80s classics. So yeah.
I've got a bit of a confession. I actually never really got into Iron Maiden.
You see, because I was that British rock guy, at that time, and so Iron Maiden were up there. They're in the pantheon of great English rock bands, and so So we've got some notes, haven't we?
I recognise Iron Maiden more now from the Japanese bands, from Love Bites and
that's true.
What's the other band? Love Bites,
Baby Metals,
Love Bites, and anyway, so
Bandmate,
the Japanese female kind of Japanese rock from 2023 that's harking back. I know more Iron Maiden from them than I do from Iron Maiden.
They've definitely taken that baton and run with it, haven't they? Sort of thing. And so, and we were just saying we've done nearly 700 videos, which is insane number of videos. I hope you've all seen them. So like and subscribe, go and check them out, please. But we never did an Iron Maiden track. It's like, how can that be? Probably the governor's going to block us for doing it. But
Full-blown block.
So shall I read the notes?
Please do,
We've got some substantial notes on Iron Maiden for those who. So Iron Maiden is a British heavy metal band that formed in London in 1975. They are one of the most successful and influential heavy metal bands in the world. Iron Maiden is known for their powerful and operatic style of metal, and they've had a significant impact on the development of the genre. One of the defining characteristics of Iron Maiden's music is Harris's galloping bass lines and the use of twin lead guitars, often played by Dave Murray and Adrian Smith. Bruce Dickinson joined the band as the lead vocalist in 1981, and with this lineup, Iron Maiden achieved widespread success and critical acclaim. The lyrics of Run to the Hills tell a historical narrative addressing the colonization of Native Americans by European settlers in North America. The song features distinctive galloping bass lines, characteristic of Steve Harris's playing style, and powerful vocals by Bruce Dickinson. Run to the Hills became a commercial success for Iron Maiden, reaching high chart positions in the UK. The song's memorable chorus and energetic instrumentation have made it a fan favourite and a staples in the band's live performance. The track is often celebrated for its combination of historical storytelling and heavy metal power, contributing to its enduring popularity.
Wow!
So we got a version in 1982 live, and I can't wait because this was peak metal for me at the time.
If you think that '69 was Woodstock, and you got long hair, and you got hippies, and you got long guitars, and they started in '75, music was really moving at a pace,
Yeah, well, I suppose that was like, Black Sabbath were at the peak at the 70s, mid-70s onwards. The heavy metal was storming through, and British heavy metal, it was denim jackets, it was leathers, it was bikers, it was, it was a classic era to be around, that was for sure.
All right, let's check this out, Run to the Hills. Are you ready?
I am ready, sir.
3, 2, 1, boom.
It's a song called Run to the Hills! He killed our times, he killed our dream, he took our day.
Oh, shit! I didn't know they were that good.
I know, to revisit. I haven't really listened to that song for years, and that is fantastic.
I mean, that had everything in it. I mean, the vocals were just amazing.
And like you said, the tempo they were playing at, like when he hit his guitar solo, it was like, how do you do that?
I know.
How do you move that fast and be that precise?
But I mean, that was at the speed of, let's say, Metallica now. You know what I mean? And Kurt Hammond, but they were doing that back in '82. I mean, you know.
Well, so was Metallica, I suppose.
True,
they've been around for that long.
True. And the notes were talking about the galloping bass. I mean, I was off on the prairie,
galloping across the plains, weren't you? You know, it was fantastic.
God, the tempo they kicked off on.
I wonder if they still play at that tempo, because they're still touring and they're meant to be a great show. Like, friends of ours go regularly, and they at one point they had their own jet, didn't they? Or they had their own. They had a painted up Iron Maiden jet, because Bruce Dickinson's a pilot, and he would fly the jet around and things like that. And so I remember it came into LAX, to Los Angeles. And so my friends went down there to go and see the Iron Maiden jet when it was on the runway, sort of thing. You know,
the band were just, I don't know, that was a band in their peak, with the youth and the tempo and all the talent.
Look and the style. And they were rock personified at that
and
point,
if I was a 14-year-old in that crowd, I would have wet pants. It was absolutely, had everything.
There'd be one of those gigs where you'd come out and your ears would ring for days. I reckon. You know, it would have been loud and brilliant, and it would have been fantastic.
God, they were in that peak. I didn't know they were that good.
Yeah, no, never seen it like that, but they are amazing. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, if you could like and subscribe and join us on our journey of the catastrophic Thamesmen Charabang. And you could draw in with us.
Do you think we should just check in? Is it a banger or is it a wanger?
Right. All right. So I'm going to kick this one off.
You kick this one off.
They were so British, right? And so of an era. There's only one sausage for me. Right.
Oh, yeah, what's that one then?
A Wolves banger.
A Wolves banger, are they?
They are a Wolves banger. Yeah.
They are the Wolves banger of sausages there.
Yeah.
Utter banger. Total banger. Yeah. But do you know the Wolves bangers used to be the ones that you used to have to put a little hole in the side of, because they'd explode in the oven if you cooked them, didn't they?
They would, and you would prod them. And then there's just this jet of some liquid to come out. And you just think, right, well, I don't know what organ I punctured there, but it could be
if it hit your skin, you'd get third-degree burns off it.
I know, and they were bright pink inside and out.
Oh, fantastic.
Not really.
Anyway, well, if you think it's another type of sausage, let it know below, please, and like and subscribe at the same time, obviously.
All right, I'll see you on the flip side.
I tell you what, just quickly. Oh, sorry. I know you keep trying to shut us down, but I'm just going to say
another story.
No more
train wreck. This is the train wreck.
This for Christmas as well. No, I'm just going to say, if the governor doesn't block us, because I reckon Iron Maiden's going to be one of the ones who's going to give us trouble. I'd love to know. I'd love to do more Iron Maiden, and if we did, someone send us a link of what they think is quintessential Iron Maiden.
Quintessential Maiden.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what an Iron Maiden is?
I was going to say the same thing. Now who's stopping the process?
What is it?
Iron Maiden was a torture device. It was one of those metal cages that they'd put people in, and they'd get strung up in the Iron Maiden.
Couldn't be more heavy metal than that.
It could not be more heavy metal.
And
all right.
And British.
On that note,
on that train wreck.
Put down below your favourite medieval torture device.
I'll see you on the flip side.
I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.
Shall we talk about the competition?